Hi guys, I'm back. I know I said I was gonna do these like every weekend. It's been a lot of weekends since then, but let's just jump into it really quick. Got some more tips and tricks for y'all. I know we were talking about the guitar basics last time. Some more basics, pretty general, standard stuff. I'm gonna show y'all real quick how to tune the guitar without a tuner, aside from the fact that you need to tune at least one string. So in this case, I've gone ahead and tuned my E string already. What we're going to be tuning next is the A string. Remember, I'm starting with the 6 and this is the 5. I'm going to put my index finger on the 5th fret of the E string. I'm going to tune the A string to that note. Remember, you don't want to be tuning down to a note. You want to be tuning up to a note. Because the note will eventually not hold. Because if you tune up to the note, the final motion you make on the string is the tension, so it's going to hold it in place. If you were releasing that tension to tune down, it's not going to be good. So we got same thing, 5th fret. Try to listen to those vibrations. Okay. And then this is the one where it's going to be different. These first four, 1, 2, 3, 4, or the first 4 string that we tune, it's going to be off of the 5th fret. But for the B string, we're going to go on the 4th fret. Traditionally, though, the string you're going to have the most trouble with is the B string. Not usually tuned like this because there's apps to do this for you, but it's nice to know how to tune it yourself. And then we're back to the 5th fret. Now you can also check with the harmonics. I'm going to go on the 5th fret, just put my finger above the fret. It's kind of hard to hear. Alright, we're good to go. I usually do my little test tuning song. Alright, we're good. Okay, so last time we were talking about chords, right? We had our G chord, which is like that, or if you want to finger it like that. We had our C chord. Then we had our D chord. Alright, so let's add in an E minor, because that would be the 6th chord in the G key. Because in G we have the tonic, which is G. We have the subdominant, which is C. And we've got the dominant, which is D. And then you are going to have... I'm forgetting what they call it. We're calling it the E minor because that's what it is. You're going to take your index finger, your 1, and put it here on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, your A string, and then your 2 is going to be put right here beside it. And That's E minor. It goes in the key of G, so we've got G. We're going to go to the 4. And then the 5. Then we also have the 6. Just those 2 fingers. And there's a lot of different patterns you can put in. Maybe you can start on the 6. And then you go to the 4. The 5. Back to the 1. There's a lot of different patterns and structures that you can build off of that. But let's make it just a little bit simpler. So, with our fingering, back to the fingering for the G, I'm going to have my 2 on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. My 1 is on the 2nd fret of the 5th string or A string. Then I'm going to put this ring finger, my 3, down on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, your B string, and it's going to be right next to my 4, which is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. That's a G as well. It's just structured differently. Now for the C, all I'm going to do, remove these 2 fingers right here. I'm just going to pick them up and move them down a string, if that makes any sense, right? So we were here. Then we just keep the same fret position, but we move over a string. That is also a C, just with a D mixed in there. It's not too important to focus on the notes we're building. We'll get to that later. Just not today. So there's your C, and then the D. We just pick these 2 fingers up, plant them up here, and then we lift up this finger right here. Gives us the D. The reason why I use these fingerings is because I can just keep this number 3 finger just planted and just gonna rotate around it. So, to recap, we've got our cheater G, we've got our cheater C, sorry, I should have used a pick, and we've got our D, which is still the same as always, but we've got the new addition of the E minor. In addition to going over how to tune the guitar without having to use an app, but there's apps out there for that. They're very helpful, but it's nice to kind of understand the inner workings of the guitar, so it kind of makes sense to why you're doing it before you do it. So when you tune it, don't forget, if you have your E tuned, that's the easiest way to do it. So you just go 5th fret to your A, then 5th fret to your D, and then 5th fret to your G, and then 4th fret for your B, and then 5th fret for your E. Sorry, I have the annoying habit of singing things. I guess that's what you get when you're a music teacher. So G, C, D with our new fingerings, and then E minor. Hopefully I'll actually have time next time to start putting these into song for y'all. But sorry for the long break, but I'm back, and we'll see how long I can be back.